Yeah. Oh my goodness. I just put supper. Supper's on the wood stove. And so is dessert. So I thought I'd sit down and do some sewing with y'all. All right, let's just get myself hooked up here. Oh, oh. Okay, let's skip that ad. I had to pull my laptop out for some reason. It's not letting me mirror to the TV because I think my phone is already in mirror mode. Yeah, and we'll just shut her right up. And we'll shut this chat off here. And let's just see now. Alrighty, I think I have one on the go. Okay, so because, and I guess I don't, because everybody was saying how hard it was to see, I'm going to do a Kathy one, which is, whoops, I guess you can't see, which is the nice dark purple. That's Kathy L. And let's see what else I have here. Let me see. And Carolyn B, just because I'm thinking that's really pretty. All right, let me just a little bit closer here for a minute while I get things going here. That was sent to me by Mary Jo Mosley. Okay, we have to thread. So how's everybody doing today? My pastry, I gotta warn you guys, my pie pastry is horrible. But I'm not really, going crazy. I threw the pie together without measuring anything. And hey, Squeaky Nips. As soon as I get to a certain number of people, I will do a shout out, but I won't tell you to say hi until I get to a certain number of people. Okay, now. See, I get everything pre-cut and put in this little bag. And let's pick, I have different shades of yellow too, see? Let's get one of these. Let's get two of these because we got two coming. Isn't it adorable? I've made them before, but they were smaller and too tight on my wrist. I really love this because I can just flip it around whenever I want, right? Okay. Oh, and I want to show you. No. The next live we're going to do, I'm probably going to be doing more. I'm going to, at some point soon, I'm going to be doing another strip of yellow on that and putting two sections together. All right, so let me see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That might be still a little too big. Whoops. Whoops. That might be better. Let's see. This is where I sew, so you need to be right here. And touch you ever so gently. There we go. So here we go with the purple. Is that too close, folks? Whoops. There goes my chat. Now, you can't see it unless you look really close, but this purple pattern is actually roses. Here we go. Who did I say this purple was from? Kathy L. Kathy Lawler. I'm never sure if people want me to say their whole name, so I usually just use one name and an initial. And in we go there. Here's our thread. You know what? I should be doing this on the other side so you can see the stitches, but we'll get there in a minute. The first one's always the one that, you know, sets the tone. And yeah, I forgot the friggin' wax again, so let me just do that, okay. Through that stitch again, and then on with a weave. Now you want your spaces to be, your stitches to be small, because you want your spaces to be the same size as your stitches, and that way you get an even length of good solid seam. Okay. I'm telling you folks, I'm sweating in here. I thought it was supposed to be really cold today, and I'm cooking on the wood stove. I don't know how Ma Ingalls did it. I honestly don't. Okay, here is, now you can see that first stitch didn't go all the way through. So I'm going to do that again. Oh, Bev, can't you just leave well enough alone? There. Okay, see the stitches? This is why I chose the purple, because you guys have been having a, oh God, these are hummingbirds, I think. This is an old shirt. It's one of my garden shirts. Now, I'm going to try and do this right side of work facing. I'm going to try and do this. There we go. And here we go. Now you can see the purple. Get off of there. Jumping Jehoshaphat's. Can you guys see okay? It's really awkward to do this without a cameraman, you know, without a camera person, right? Now I went back through my first stitch. And when I get up to stir the stew, I will grab my candle. Yeah, a bar of soap will do too, but I find them too perfumey. Weave in and out. Right up to the pin, and I back stitch through there. And I back stitch through there, and we take our pin out. Oops. I gotta make this just a little bit smaller because you guys, I'm losing the angle for you. And then we take and we fold it up on itself, pulling this out. He has to come out like a nose. I'm starting to cool down now that I'm not working around the wood stove. Come on, you. I'm trying to get the camera to work a little bit there. I want it to stop in between. That works. It's not as close for you, but you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going in through. No, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to go in through the last stitch of the last one, which I doubled. And then I'm going to go through this stitch again on the first stitch of our seam. And then we go back through a third time and start our weave. Making sure your stitches are as close to the same size as your spaces as possible, giving you a consistently strong seam. All right, how many people we got here? 45. Everybody say hi. And when everybody stops saying hi, I will come in and shout everybody out. And right to the pin. Back stitch through there. Take the pin out. I got to admit, folks, my hands are a little stiff today. Not pretty. That is an absolute beautiful color. Now, to the corner there. There. Get our pin. It has to go through the same place on the back. See where it's... Oh, goodness. My hands do not want to work. They are some stiff today. Hang on a second. All righty. Let's get to the corner again. This is why I'm working on this now, folks, because my hands are getting bad. Good. I went right through the back where the stitches ended. And then we're going to start in our corner right here. And when I'm finished this row, I will shout this row, this one little seam, I will shout everybody out. So I hope everybody has been saying hello so they can be on the participants list. Actually, I'm going to have to do it sooner than that. We'll see. Hang on. Hello, Vanessa. Thank you. I don't know too many people named Vanessa. All right. Well, don't look at my nose. There we go. All right, let's pop out the participants. How do I do that? Oh, there it is. My laptop is so old. It's only got Windows 8 on it. Hello, Becky0512. Aloha, Seashell. Dana Baker, hi. There is a glare from my lamp here. Deborah Schleep, Joe Mama, Jazzy, Linda Betty Boo Bop, Lisa Allen, Michelle Barnhill, Minnesota Farmer's Wife Julie, Patricia Carson, Silver and Blackie, Squeaky Nips, and Vanessa. All right, let's pop this back out to the live chat and we'll go to the bottom of the chat so I can see it coming up. There we go. Now, hi everybody. Thanks for joining me while I sit down and relax. Supper's on the wood stove. Pie is on the wood stove. And that will be a video later this week. when I have time to sit down and, all right, we got to do this, don't we? Whoa, no. Okay. There you. And then back through. We always go back through the stitches at the corners because they get the most tension put on them as when the quilt is being used. Flip this up, pop out the yellow nose. We go. Get our pin. How was the mac and cheese? Filling. Holy smokes, it was filling. Tonight we're having hamburger stew. I promised Howie stew and then didn't realize I was out of stew meat. So it's hamburger stew and pumpkin pie. So let's hope that I didn't put Howie through a whole lot of work for nothing when it come to building that oven box. Yellow bird, hi darling. Now, folks, I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again now. If you send me more than one piece of fabric, I can't guarantee that I'm going to shout you out every time with every piece of fabric, okay? So if you sent me 5 and I showed me doing 2 or 3 or even 1, you know, that's you know, your shout out for the fabric. But Kathy sent me another purple that's going to be just so beautiful next to this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you see the roses in the fabric? Hey, Celeste! Have you ever used hickory nuts? Just found 2 hickory trees on our homestead. No, I think I actually have a hickory nut seed to plant somebody sent me. But, are you comfortable, Gracie? Whoops. This is why I need the wrist pin cushion because, ow! Because I keep putting it in the arm of the chair and it's so easy to get. It's exactly the same as beef stew. You brown the hamburger, you add flour, brown it, add water or broth. And I should have put, you know what? I should have put a jar of bone broth in that. Well, next time. Next time. Hey, Freaky Geek. I just browned my hamburger, added flour, and then added dehydrated carrots, potatoes, onion, garlic, salt, and pepper. Stirred it all up and put a lid on it. And then on my big Dutch oven, I put in there to preheat. And I realized that browning the meat, I had to put it on a wire rack because I actually burnt the hamburger a little bit on the bottom. So then I put my big Dutch oven in there with a wire rack in the bottom of it. The stew pot is on a wire rack. The big Dutch oven has a wire rack in it. And it has a pumpkin pie on it, which has a horrible crust because, you know, I just threw everything together. But I'm not going to go really crazy on, you know, baking and stuff. I got to make sure that that oven works first, right? Hey, Journey Homestead. Okay. Jiminy Cricket, Jiminy Jack. Isn't it nice and quiet? Nice and quiet. I have no idea how long the pie is going to take to bake. But I'm not taking the lid off it for at least 2 hours. Get out of my way here. There we go. Gracie's great. She's oversleeping on the couch. She, I don't know what was wrong with her, but she had some kind of an infection, and I kept her ears clean and put drops in, and she doesn't seem to have a fever or anything anymore, so she's doing great. There's a couple of nights, I don't mind saying, that I was really worried about her. But, you know, for all the people who tell me, take her to the vet, take her to the vet. No, I don't take her to the vet. And why? Because I'm pretty sure she's actually going to be 10 years old in a few weeks. And taking her to the vet when she's ill is a lot of stress on her. A lot of stress. You got to get her into the truck, which is no easy task when she's not feeling well. I got to get into the truck. You know what I mean? But, you know, this is getting all tangled. She's doing fine. What's going on here, Bev? I hate it when this happens. And my thread gets all friggin' tangled. So we're going to stir the stew. And yes, I'm going to show it to you. I'm not going to show you the pie. Now that looks like, if I just do this. Grab that needle, Bev. There we go. There we go. Oh, freaky geek. It is pretty mild. All right. I have to stir my stew. So give me a minute to get something to stir it with, and then I will come back for the phone. And I will come back for the phone and show you the stew. Oh. Yes, this is my chair. My power lift chair. All right. I'm going to cover this up so you don't get all heebie-jeebie-wheezy. Hang on a second. Do-do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do. Say hi. Oh, you're so mean. Okay. Let's get... Oof. I have to get an oven mitt and a ladle. I'm sorry I've covered the camera, folks, but what was I stirring with before? This one. Alrighty. Here's your sneak preview, folks. Wow, the heat coming off it, look. And that's on a wire rack. Guess what? You know what? I should add a jar of bone broth to that, but I'm just going to pour water from the kettle because it's got lots of seasonings in there. And the dehydrated carrots and potatoes are going to soak that up. The pie is in there. And there we go. Oh, that's good. All right. Back into the chair we go. Where did my plug go? I don't want to lift the lid off the pie in case I let all the heat out, but I will check on the pie in about a half an hour because it went in later. Oh my God. Yes, my floor is a mess, guys, because I'm quilting. What are you doing? Come here and see mommy. No. Now she's going to go get her bone and tell me to kiss her bum. What are you doing, Dudu? What are you doing? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Kidney bean. She's ignoring us. That's what she does, if you remember. Okay, so let's get this back in. What have you hidden under the couch? Oh, you got your baby monkey. You got your baby monkey. She's my baby. But she's getting... Oh. Okay, now my chair's pulled too far out. Oh my God. Come here. Come here. You got something on your face. Come here. What's on your face? You mama baby. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, mum. Gracie, is your back hip bugging you? You getting too old to jump up on mum? I'll do it. I'll do the kidney bean. This is her wanting her kidney bean, kidney bean, kidney bean, got your bum. There you go. You gonna come give mommy a kiss? No, I'm not doing any more kidney beans. No, you saucy. She walks away bent like a kidney bean, thinking I'm gonna chase her. Oh. 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 Okay, now let's get back to what we're doing here. Okay, that is the next one. Here's my pin cushion. Give me that bone. And we'll push this up. Hey, Meredith, how's it going? Yeah, she walks good, but we've noticed her going through the snow because she likes to go off into the edge of the woods. And the snow's deep, and it has been bothering her hips to walk through it. Now she's laying down. Now she's laying down. And I don't know if you can see her in her bed over there. I don't know if you could see that. Okay, now. Oops. Get one of our last two pieces. Like this. Yeah, it is cold on the joints, that's for sure. But she's been sleeping out here at night because my room is very cold. And even under the blanket, she shivers. So she's been sleeping out here by the wood stove. at night. And then at about 5 o'clock in the morning, she comes to bed with me. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? I wish, hang on, let me see if I can't get this a little farther on an odder angle here, on a better angle. See if you can't see that better. Whoops. Hey, Robin Rose, how you doing, sweetheart? Hey, Meredith. Oops. My hands are not functioning, guys. It's one of the reasons I want to get this one done. Is because I'm not sure how much longer my hands are going to let me do something this intricate. Nope, they're hummingbirds on my shirt. They're hummingbirds. It's one of my garden shirts. I'm having a hard time finding cotton tank tops. Having a real hard time finding cotton tank tops because I really like them out in the garden. And yeah, I'm sitting in here in a tank top and shorts because that's how, and because I'm only 5 feet away from the wood stove when I sit here, folks. So, yep, I'm making a video on the stew and the pumpkin pie. Might not be tomorrow, might be the next day or the day after that. Bees hum too. Yes, they do, Freaky Geek. But they're not birds. They're not birds. They're bees. Like weed bee buzzing. Okay. I think we only have one more piece to do. And then we can start on Carolyn's. And when you're not here, folks, when I'm sitting here watching TV at night, well, no, a lot of these are cotton. But, oh yeah, when it comes to clothing, yeah. It's getting really difficult to, like, because I got these at Giant Tiger, and when they were on for, like, I don't know what they were. They were $7.99 or something, and I bought all I could get in my size. I bought like 2 or 3 white ones, this one. I had a red one, but the next time they put the next time tank tops came out for that price, they were 100% polyester. It's like, no, folks, my skin needs to breathe. It can't be any less. Okay, wait a second. I got a thread stuck here. It has to be no more than 40% polyester for me to wear it comfortably. Makes everything seems, yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Oh, that's gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see if I can. I'm trying my best to get you guys in the center of the phone here. But when it's zoomed out, it's really difficult to control. Yeah, the yellow pops. It really does. And sometimes when I have something really bright, I use a darker yellow, like almost a mustard. I have all these different colors of yellow, and that's why you see me mixing them up, because it's one thing, nothing worse than having a quilt where you have to change the color of one of the main colors. You have to buy more and you can't match it. So the best clue to that is don't match it at all to begin with. Tweedledee, tweedledee. I was starting to boil as well as sitting on my chair. Just figured out I hit the heat. Oh, I hate it when that happens. You hit the heat button in your chair. The heat button in my seat doesn't work, but the one on my back does. Now, mind you, how long have I had this chair, folks? And I paid $150 for it. These chairs are like, $1,700. I might have enough thread just to finish this. We'll see. But I think I'm going to have to change my needle. I don't want to push it too far. Roxanne Tracy never got the seed. She won from where? From Roxanne. I will have to get a hold of Ocean's 11 or whatever her name is. Ocean 10. Because she was the one. I was just hosting the giveaway. She's the one that was sending out the prize. So I'll have to look at it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm in my office all day because I gotta start redoing our mortgage, renewing our mortgage. So, and I didn't get my wax, did I? I don't know. I don't pay attention. I honestly think Donald Trump's just waiting for Canada to have a leader worth talking to. And Trudeau, with all the minions, all the Liberal minions trying to get into the head of the Liberal Party, don't you forget, if you're Canadian, do not forget that they all supported him. And the reason he's stepping down, see, I'm not putting these in the thing where they belong, is because they backed him, all his bullshit up. Everybody in the Liberal Party backed him up. So what's the point? I think they should scrap the entire Liberal Party and start over from fresh or rebrand it or something. Okay. We've got to bring this up over. Like so. Make sure it lines up. Get a pin in there. Make sure it went through the way it was supposed to. Hey, Kathy Acevato. Well, let's just hope. Let's just hope nobody buys the bull crap that a new leader of the Liberal Party is going to make things so much better. Bull. They should just, it's there. You can't put Mr. Speaker in the in the slot because she backed up Trudeau the most, and Carbon Tax Carney wants, he's fully supported the carbon tax. So if any one of those say, "Oh, we're going to set aside the carbon tax for now," setting aside is not canceling. Setting aside is not axing the tax. They just want to set it aside to pretend like they're not going to do it until they get in office. Then they're going to bring it back out. Remember, they all supported JT. They all supported him. So why should we support any one of them? They're scrambling like rats trying to get to the top piece of cheese when there's nothing worth, when it's moldy and nasty old cheese. Just different clown faces. That's right, Jazzy. AKA just me. There's just me, I call Jazzy, and there's just a mom doing stuff I call jamming. We be jamming. Is she here today? So this is our last. They do look like a flower, don't they? But once they are in place, they really do look like a star. I may be here, but I'm not all here. I used to be a werewolf, but I'm all right now. No, Gracie, I wasn't calling you. You relax. Hey! How's it going, Mountainside? And one more stitch through here. Do you guys want me to do... Well, my name's Wolfie for Mrs. Wolfie for a reason, eh? The wolf is my totem. Hey, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see if I can... Like that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Here's some of the ones I've done in the evenings. Well, there's this one. I did this one last night. I love polka dots. And look, I'm going to be doing another one of those. But here, I'm using all of your fabric, guys. This actually, these are from my fabrics, these two. Okay. You didn't say whether you wanted me to start another one or not. Do you want me to do the other purple one that came with that? Now, who does this belong to? Well, let's do it this way. Here's the other purple that came with that. Right? And this checkerboard has one that has a name on it. Okay, so there's that one. See, this one doesn't have a name on it. This one doesn't have a name on it because the next time I do it, you've already seen me do that one. Let's see. And this is from Kathy M. And this is Kathy L. Okay. Do you want me to do the other purple? Yeah, I think it would be easier on your eyes than these two. So this again it's Kathy Day. Because Kathy sent me that really beautiful dark purple. And look at this purple paisley. Oops. Hey, Frida. Hi, Julia. Okay. My hands have never felt so old as they do today, folks. There's pain, and then there's just awkwardness, and that's where my hands are getting awkward. Purple is my signature color. Someone asked me, what's your favorite color? Well, the truth is, I love all color. As you can see by quilts, my quilts, I love all colors, and I love how they play off on each other and all kinds of stuff. But to look at and for vibrational energy, purple is my color. It just gives me the most happy vibrations. And when I put colors together, purple and turquoise are beautiful together. There we go. I have to keep looking up at the phone to make sure I can see what you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me show you what I mean. I don't know about you, but when those two go together, it's just Makes me happy. See that? Makes me happy. Oh. Hey, Julia Johnson McGee. I'm at work watching you on projects. I find I go home and work on my own in the evenings much more often after watching you. Well, thank you, darling. I'm getting too old to try and do too many things in one day. You need to practice putting those on the wrist thing, Bev. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? And if it gets to the point where I can't, if it got to the point where I couldn't quilt this, which I don't think, I will work on it until it's done. That's that. But I may, I have to get my wool shop quilt out too and put it on the frame. But there are people that will, you can pay $100 to a church group and they'll just quilt it for you. Right? And there are people who have long arm quilting machines that, they'll do it for that too. My hands are just about done, dear guys. Pull up the nose. Hey, Mary Jo! Look! If you had another piece of that fabric, I'd take it. But look. Isn't that beautiful? I just love all the color choices folks have sent. And I thought my heater was on in my chair. I just want to say I'm receiving all prayers from everybody as I'm going into a lumpectomy surgery on Thursday. Prayers that the lymph nodes are fine. Thank you very much for your support. Absolutely. Okay. Hey, Janet Pickett. We're absolutely praying for you, Sheila. And please let us know, okay? Nothing work because, it's not that we forget, but we get a lot of prayer requests. So we need to know, when we need people to come in and say, okay, my lumpectomy that I had on Thursday went like this. Because not everybody's going to remember whose surgery or treatment that we're praying for is whose, right? And, oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Listen, folks, I have to go check on dessert. And I might try making some. I might try making some biscuits if the pie is done in time. I might take the pie out and put some biscuits in. We'll see. This is the Mrs. Wolfe from our Half Acre Homestead saying thank you for keeping me company while I did some stitching and bitching today. I'm going to put the phone down and I'm going to go check on my pie and on supper. I love you. Take care. God bless. Thanks for keeping me company and for sending me all this fabric.